In at number 9, Milli Vanilli. For those of you who are too young to remember, Milli Vanilli was a German R&B duo from Munich that took over the charts with their hit song Girl You Know It's True. However, one live performance in Bristol, Connecticut is what brought their whole career to an end. The band had the song on a pre-recorded track, but midway through the track got stuck. Imagine getting exposed like that in front of 80,000 people. This incident though unraveled a whole bunch of other lies. The band eventually had to tell the public that they've never even sung any of their own songs. Rob, who was one half of the duo, was so distraught with what happened that he quit the group shortly after. In at number 8, Miley Cyrus. Back in 2018, Miley Cyrus was fighting to have a videotape of her deposition sealed by a judge. According to The Blast, Cyrus was caught up in a legal battle regarding her sister's dog Feather. Cyrus's sister Brandy lived in an apartment complex that was paid for by her older sister. In 2014, Feather bit one of her neighbors, and because Miley paid for the apartment, she was forced to sit through a deposition where she answered questions pertaining to the dog. She claimed that she didn't know of the dog, which is a hilarious statement to say in a courtroom. However, after the neighbor did some digging, she found a video of Miley and Feather together from years back. She brought the evidence to court and used it to prove that Miley's testimony was a full-on lie. Once Miley learned of the video's existence, she went to court to file an amended declaration claiming that she did know Feather after all. Now Miley is asking for that judge to seal the videotape of the deposition. Her argument is that she is one of the most famous celebrities in the world and is the subject of media and tabloids speculating concerning even irrelevant minutiae details of her life. That neighbor couldn't care less though and still wanted the video to be released to the public. Although I don't think I've ever seen it.
And number 7, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was able to lie about her age and keep us under the illusion that she was actually 2 years older than what she led us to believe. Nicki's lie would then be exposed amid another conflict, while the rapper led us all to believe over the years that she was born in 1984. Her attempt to be only 2 years younger would be shattered after she got into an altercation back in 2011. While all of us were baffled at the fact someone would only want to shave 2 years off of their age, a report would later surface after the incident that would reveal Nicki was actually born in 1982 and not 1984. So take this as a lesson to be learned that lying about your age could eventually get you exposed, so maybe opt to tell the truth instead. And number 6, Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson is a renowned comedian, writer, and actor. However, she apparently lied about her age. In 2015, an Australian magazine would go on to claim that the Aussie actor had misled the world about her life and stated that her birth name, age, and upbringing were all just one massive lie. The publication alleged that Wilson incorrectly stated that she was 29 and that Rebel was actually 42, meaning that she would have been in her mid-30s in 2015. The story pretty much contradicted the actor's story, claiming that she had a different upbringing and called her out on her age. The story soon caught international attention and some publications would even go on to confirm the actor's real age. Rebel would then take the publisher to court, suing them for defamation. She denied claiming that she had been 29 and said all she ever tried to do was divert questions about her. Rebel would then be awarded $4,005,000 in damages, and the company appealed and got it reduced to $600,000. Rebel would then try to launch a counter appeal, but then that got rejected. And number 5, Nelly. Taking it all the way back to 2003, Nelly would be named one of Teen People's hottest stars under 25. However, the world would soon find out later that he shouldn't have made the list at all because he'd actually been 28 at the time when the article was actually published, and thereby ineligible for the list in the first place. Nelly's representatives were so adamant that the star was actually 22, however his birth records said something different, as the star was actually 6 years older than what his representatives made him seem. The reason the fib went on for so long without ever being discussed publicly is because Nelly wanted a more youthful image to capture younger listeners, which is actually pretty creepy, more than innocent if you think about it now. Well, it's safe to say if you think your age will never catch up to you, it definitely will at some point. And number 4, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez once told a white lie about her age, and she even went along with it for a while before she was forced to come clean by circumstances beyond her control. Now there's no denying that the 53-year-old looks years younger than she actually is. She's pretty ageless, but earlier in her life, she may have been trying to shave off her age to appear younger than she actually was. Today, even certain outlets report that Jennifer was born on July 25th, 1970 instead of July 24th, 1969, which appears to be her actual birthday. Now jump back to her white lie. Jennifer's truth would finally unravel after she tried to claim to be born in 1970 instead of 1969. However, the truth would be revealed that she was born previous year after she was questioned by police about an incident in a Manhattan nightclub with her partner at the time, Puff Daddy. Whatever the situation was, she should have known the truth would come out eventually.
In at number 3, Bill Clinton. 22 years ago, the US House of Representatives voted to impeach President Bill Clinton for giving a false testimony about having an inappropriate relationship with White House intern Monica Lewinsky. The potential scandal of 1998 saw the 42nd US president give false statements under oath with a notorious one-liner leaving a big mark. The infamous words were broadcast during a press conference on January 26, 1998. In the summer, the president then admitted that he had been involved with Ms. Lewinsky, deeming the relationship not appropriate and a critical lapse in judgment. Mr. Clinton was later charged with 2 articles of impeachment, one for perjury for lying under oath to a federal judge, and the other for obstruction of justice. Impeachment proceedings then began in early 1999, concluding with Mr. Clinton being acquitted of both charges. Ah, democracy. Oh, and he wrote on Jeffrey Epstein's plane 26 times. Don't forget that. In at number 2, Lance Armstrong. In 2012, champion cyclist Lance Armstrong denied that he ever relied on performance-enhancing drugs. He referred to these doping allegations against him as outlandish and heinous. However, when the US Anti-Doping Agency released compelling evidence, the cyclist's house of lies finally crumbled. The agency released about 1,000 pages of evidence and doping allegations against Armstrong and his teammates. This led to him being stripped of his 7 Tour de France titles and bronze Olympic medal. Plus, his lie forced him to step down as chairman of the Livestrong Foundation. Armstrong would later give a detailed account of his doping to Oprah Winfrey in 2013. Last but certainly not least, on our number 1 spot, Amber Heard. Amber Heard willfully lied to US immigration by telling them that her British personal assistant was just a friend and was not working unlawfully. Her former aide, Kate James, who was fired by the actress in February of 2015, has now alleged in a high court battle that Miss Heard deliberately smuggled her dogs into Australia, which then led to her being caught breaching quarantine rules and overall thinking that she was just above the law. The claims were made in a witness statement by Miss James, which was submitted to the High Court as part of Johnny Depp's libel action against the Sun newspaper.
At number 10, Corinne Olympios. Like I said in my intro, celebrities are well known for getting plastic surgery here and there, so finding out that someone in Hollywood has gotten some work done really isn't all that surprising anymore. When fans ask about procedures you've had done, there's no reason to lie since these kinds of procedures aren't really all that taboo anymore. Turns out though that there are still some celebrities who want to make their fans believe that they are still au naturel even when that isn't necessarily the case. This happened with former Bachelor star Corinne Olympios after fans accused her of getting fillers when she said that she hadn't. In an attempt to try and disprove these fans' theories, Corinne posted some no makeup selfies, but fans still weren't fooled and they went digging. The people over at Us Weekly thought that this could be a scoop, and so they also went looking for some old pics of the reality star, and voila, they found some. Images from Corinne's high school yearbook were published and it showed her looking pretty different than she does now, proving that she really was lying about getting fillers. People also realized later that her no makeup selfies didn't really do much to prove whether or not that she had gotten work done, so it was really just a handful of lies on Corinne's part. At number 9, Kylie Jenner. We can't have a plastic surgery video without talking about Kylie Jenner. Apart from her sister Kim, Kylie is the next one you would think of when it comes to plastic surgery. Everyone knows Kylie for her signature big lips, but for a long time she denied ever getting work done. She built her entire makeup empire, Kylie Cosmetics, on her big lip brand because she claimed that for years she achieved her signature look by overlining her lips, and therefore the Kylie lip kits were born. Turns out though that this was all a lie, probably just to boost sales. Kylie famously lied about how she somehow achieved a new appearance overnight, claiming that her makeup skills were the reason, but in reality, it's all fillers. Kylie finally came clean about her plastic surgery journey in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where she said, quote, "I was 15 and I was insecure about my lips. I would overline my lips with lip liner just to create an illusion of bigger lips. And then finally I was like, this lip liner isn't doing it. I ended up getting my lips done." She kept up her fillers until her daughter Stormi was born, where at that point she claimed to have gotten her filler dissolved, saying that she wanted to embrace a more natural look, but this didn't last for too long as fans noticed her lip filler made a return a short time later. Now before I carry on with the list, I'd like to ask you guys to consider leaving a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, and also an exciting announcement. Lindsay Ivan is launching her own reaction channel, Peach, at the end of May, so go subscribe and tell her that we sent you. At number 8, Lady Gaga. Even though she sings about being born this way, that doesn't seem to be entirely true. Lady Gaga doesn't seem like the type to lie about her appearance, as she's been known to be a relatively open person, but it seems like her plastic surgery journey is something that she will lie about, and clearly she's been caught. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Gaga once claimed that she had never received any type of plastic surgery procedure, saying, quote, "I've never had any plastic surgery, and there are many pop stars who have. I think that promoting insecurity in the form of plastic surgery is infinitely more harmful than an artistic expression related to body modification." But it looks like her claim of being all natural was a lie. During an interview with Howard Stern, she accidentally revealed her affinity for injections and revealed that she had in fact gotten some work done, as she was once obsessed with getting facial injections. Though she may have resolved her obsession with Botox, she can't truly say that she's never gotten plastic surgery. Botox still counts, Gaga, but you still look fabulous regardless.
In at number 7, Nick Young. This is just another one of those messy celebrity breakups that had people shaking their heads the entire time. At first it started as a prank when the LA Lakers were recording player D'Angelo Russell and inadvertently included fellow player Nick Young. In the video, Nick apparently admits to cheating on his girlfriend, rapper Iggy Azalea. Young then says it was false, Iggy says okay, and the relationship goes on. However, not too long after that, she actually catches him on the security camera bringing women into the home. To make things even worse, Young was still expecting a baby with his ex-girlfriend, a baby that was definitely conceived while he was cheating on his ex with Iggy. And following the security cam footage, Iggy tweeted out, "I broke up with Nick because I found out he had brought other women into our home while I was away and caught them on the security footage." Then tweeting again saying, "This is just like a second shot to the chest and I feel like I don't even know who the hell it is I've been loving all this time." In at number 6, Kanye West. Kanye West has been doing his Kanye best to get himself into this election for November 3rd. The odds seemed to be very stacked against him, but time after time it looked as though he was finding new ways to prevail and end up on the ballot in most states under the party known as the Birthday Party. That being said, his petition to appear on New Jersey's ballot as a presidential candidate contained more than 600 defective signatures. Many of those signatures had very similar writing, and according to a formal complaint filed with the state on Wednesday, election law attorney Scott Salmon, a registered Democrat, filed the objection with the State Division of Elections after reviewing more than 1,300 signatures that the rapper had submitted. West managed to exceed the requirement of 800 signatures to appear on the ballot as an independent candidate in time for the deadline, but now his whole campaign is up in the air due to him being caught in this lie. In at number 4, Angelina Jolie. Born in Los Angeles, California, Angelina is the daughter of actors Jon Voight and Marsha Bertrand. She is also the niece of Chip Taylor and sister of James Haven. On her father's side, Jolie is Czechoslovakian and German descent, and on her mother's side, she is French-Canadian and is said to be part Iroquois. Angelina has proudly said that she is part native, but according to her father, it's not true. According to John, his wife's claims of being part Iroquois were simply said to enhance her exotic background. After 1993, Bertrand turned her attention towards producing, and she was the executive producer of a documentary called Trudell about Native American activist John Trudell. It was shown at the Sundance Film Festival in 2005, and whatever her ancestry, Bertrand took an interest in Native causes and shared her activism with Angelina. Since then, Jolie has taken up causes such as refugee and immigrant children, although she is more than likely not Native American. You can care about it, but don't claim to be one.
At number 3, Tyra Banks. For a long time, model Tyra Banks has been preaching about being all natural and about loving yourself for who you are. In the last few seasons of her show America's Next Top Model, she even made a point of proving to the modeling industry that everyone is beautiful by casting models of all shapes, sizes, and backgrounds, but now it's looking like this was all just hot air, as she's been caught lying about getting work done. Tyra once claimed that she was, quote, totally against plastic surgery, even going so far as to hire a doctor to come on her talk show to perform a breast exam in front of her live studio audience to show that she had never gotten work done like people had claimed, but it seems as though maybe that doctor should have paid more attention to her face, because even though she's claimed to have never gone under the knife, it turns out that she's actually received a nose job. Tyra finally came clean about her procedure in her memoir Perfect is Boring, where she wrote, quote, natural beauty is unfair. I really get uncomfortable when women who are these natural beauties judge anybody who's done anything to themselves. I admit it. Fake hair and I did my nose. I feel like I have a responsibility to tell the truth. At number 2, NeNe Leakes. With a lot of the celebrities I've mentioned in this video, they've been denying having had plastic surgery, and then the truth was later revealed. But with reality star Nene Leakes, her story is the complete opposite. Nene has always been very vocal about the work that she's had done. From getting liposuction, a nose job, and breast augmentation surgery, she wasn't really hiding anything, but all of a sudden, her honesty about her past procedures completely went out the window. In 2013, she went on the Wendy Williams show and talked about how she was all for getting work done and spoke about how she was thinking of getting Botox in the future. Well, fast forward 2 years to 2013, and Nene sat down for another interview, this time with Bethany Frankel, and straight up denied ever having had plastic surgery. Everyone could tell that she had gotten some fillers, and no one can forget all those times that she talked about her other surgeries. So when she claimed to be all natural, saying, quote, "Why would I need plastic surgery?" people were super confused and caught her in her lie. You can't take that kind of stuff back, Nene. And finally, at number 1, Zac Efron. Now there's a lot of speculation with this one, so I'm gonna need you guys to sound off down in the comments and tell me whether or not you believe this. People are saying that Zac Efron has gotten some work done, and by some, I mean a lot. Zac recently showed up in a video about Earth Day looking a little different. The lower half of his face was looking super puffy, almost like he had gotten a lot of Botox done, and people are super confused. The internet was debating whether or not he had gotten plastic surgery, with some people chalking this all up to Zac simply getting wisdom teeth surgery, using that to explain all the puffiness, but others aren't so sure. According to one celebrity plastic surgeon, it looks like Zac may have gotten fillers to reshape his jawline. It's all just speculation and theory, but a lot of people are hoping that it's just a nasty reaction to a bee sting or something, and that this puffy swollen face of his is only a temporary look.
At number 10, we have Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis is now 39 years old. However, when she was an actor, she auditioned for that 70s show and she was only 14 at the time, and actually quite not old enough to land the role as Jackie Burkhart. The role would end up launching her career after she fudged the truth just to make it seem like she was older than she actually was at the time. In 2012, Mila would make an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, where she would confess to the lie by saying, "I told them I was a little bit older. I told them I was going to be 18, which is technically not a lie because at one point I was going to be 18. What's surprising is that the producers never even asked for ID to back up her age, as she did look pretty young. Luckily for Mila, it was a good thing that she told a lie, because not only would she get the gig, but she would end up meeting her future husband and father of her children, Ashton Kutcher, on the set. However, her being 14 on the set was actually pretty disturbing, and you have to admit that. And number 9, Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock has admitted to lying about her age just to snag some roles. In 1992, she wanted to get a part in Love Potion 9 so badly that she pretended to be older than she actually was. At the time, she was only around 27, 28 years old, but the producers wanted someone who was 29 years old. Sandra would then tell Barbara Walters that it would be wise to tell a white lie so she could convince everyone she was 29 years old. And that hasn't been the only time Sandra has used a lie to cover up her real age. Sandra even told Detour magazine that after a while, you really have no idea how old you are because you've lied so many times. I've always said I would never lie, but one time when I didn't, it worked against me, so I figured you just keep them guessing. Like plenty of actors before her, Sandra continues to lie about her age to stay afloat, and I mean, you have to do what you have to do, but are the lies seriously worth it? Hey Peaches, are you enjoying this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And number 8, Jessica Chastain. Jessica Chastain is one of those elusive actors whose true age is unknown, and people have even claimed that her age shown on Wikipedia and her IMDb is actually incorrect. It is said to believe that the actor is 45 years old. However, Jessica hasn't outright lied about her age, but she hasn't been so forthcoming about it either. For some time, her age has remained a mystery to the public. In 2013, she would sit down for an interview with Guardian where she would say that she deliberately doesn't talk about her age and that she would never admit her real age because she is an actress that wants to play a range of characters of different ages. It's clear that the actress doesn't want her age to be affected by the roles she wants, so I guess we'll never know how old she really is, and we're just gonna have to keep guessing until she finally comes out to tell us all the truth.
At number 7, Sahar Tabar. Internet celebrity Sahar Tabar blew up on social media after she began posting pictures of herself with a dramatic look. She claimed that she had received 50 surgeries to achieve her drastic zombified look, claiming that the goal was to look like Angelina Jolie. A lot of people believed her story and took pity on her for having a botched look, but after shocking the internet, Sahar came clean about everything. Turns out everything was a lie. The zombie Angelina look, the story of how she got to look this way, and even her name turned out to be all one huge lie. Sahar's real name turned out to be Fatima Kishvand, and no, she hadn't really gotten 50 surgeries either. Instead, it was revealed that her entire corpse bride look came entirely from Dr. Photoshop. She came clean to her followers after posting a side-by-side comparison to her Instagram, showing how she really looks. She had been living this lie on the internet for quite some time, and because she had fooled so many people, and because her looks were so disturbing, she actually ended up getting in serious trouble with her government and was actually sent to jail because of it. Even though this was all a lie, the consequences were severe, and this served as a lesson to never tell a lie about your appearance. At number 6, Ashlee Simpson. The 2000s were a seriously rough time for Ashlee Simpson. First, she made major headlines after her cringy SNL lip sync fail, but to make things worse for her in the media, Ashlee faced another scandal later on in 2006, this time for her appearance. In July of that year, Ashlee appeared on the cover of Marie Claire magazine, where she was quoted saying that people should love their appearances and appreciate their bodies as they are. She essentially denounced getting plastic surgery and other alterations because natural is beautiful. But even after all that talk of being natural, Ashlee went and got a nose job just shortly after the magazine hit newsstands. She was seen as a hypocrite, and the magazine's editors received thousands of angry letters as a result. People were disappointed that Ashlee would make those kinds of comments while having gone under the knife herself. She pretty much just tried to shrug the whole thing off and waited for the whole scandal to blow over, continuing to deny having gotten the procedure done, but then her dad spilled the beans, confirming that she had in fact gotten a nose job. At number 5, Rose McGowan. Actress Rose McGowan is a pretty open person, so no one would expect her to lie about something as menial as plastic surgery, but surprise, surprise, it happened. Rose is comfortable bearing it all on the red carpet and opening up about her struggles in her memoir, but when it comes to her cosmetic procedures, that's where the lies come in. In the late 2000s, Rose was seen in public looking pretty different, and immediately the plastic surgery speculation began. When confronted about these rumors, Rose told the public that she had to get reconstructive surgery due to injuries that she had suffered in an accident, but later in her memoir Brave, she revealed that this was all a cover-up. Rose said that her publicist told her to make up this story for the public to make it seem like her new face was because of the accident, but in reality she had gotten surgery to fix a mistake a doctor had made when she had undergone a procedure for her sinuses. It was still a corrective procedure, but for a completely different reason than the one that she initially gave. At number 4, Barry Manilow. One celebrity who has continuously denied their plastic surgery is singer Barry Manilow. For years, there has been speculation that he's gone under the knife on a few occasions, but Barry insists that he's never gotten any work done. In an interview, Barry claimed to have only undergone surgeries and treatments for his health, getting hip surgery, and receiving steroid shots, but a lot of people aren't really buying that and have pretty much revealed that he's been lying. It's been reported over the years that Barry has received a facelift in 1995, a second facelift and eyelid surgery in 2003, and then a third facelift in 2005. There are even photos of Barry from 2003 showing him leaving the plastic surgeon's office in Beverly Hills. In the photos, he's pictured with his face wrapped up in bandages while wearing a disguise of sunglasses and a blonde wig to avoid getting recognized. Even though Barry continues to deny his procedures, even a celebrity plastic surgeon can't be fooled, with Dr. Tony Yoon saying that he thinks Barry has undergone too many procedures. But what do you guys think? Is Barry lying or telling the truth about his appearance?
And number 3, James Blunt. British songwriter James Blunt was interviewed by Robin Bailey on 97.3 FM to talk about his music, pranks, and aging. Robin would ask Bailey how it felt to be turning the big 4-0, but Blunt wasn't so keen on the questions because it really wasn't on his radar. After all, he was only just past 30, or is he now? According to the popular online in Wikipedia, it stated that Blunt just turned 48 years old, and if you do a little more internet digging, it reveals that James was actually born in 1974. 1974, which has led people to believe that he was faking his age. In 2007, it was documented that Blunt was 33 years old. However, in 2010, he would try to claim again that he was 33, which isn't quite how aging works. So he was caught red-handed trying to tell a lie about his age, and no one's really taken him seriously since. At number 2, we have Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is an accomplished actor, talk show personality, comedian, and author. While she was the first woman to host the Oscars by herself, she has also had a pretty impressive career. Not even her age could limit her stride to become a certified star. In fact, the actor has even admitted to lying about her age at some point in her career. Whoopi has always been inspired to perform in mature roles, which has led her to lie about her actual age. When talking to the Washington Post, when she was 30 years old, she would note her driver's license contained secrets, since it contained her real age of 30 and not the age of 35 at the time, which she had widely publicized to appear older. Whoopi would then go on to say, "I had to lie about my age to get some job." She would then admit at the rise of stardom that the star was on welfare, which played a part in her decision to lie about her age. She added that she had experienced times of housing insecurity and dealing with financial troubles, which is why she sought mature roles. Being 67 now, the actor still has no shame in admitting that she lied about being 5 years older, and I don't blame her. And at number 1 today, we have Eminem. Back in 1999, Eminem would appear on Howard Stern's show, and he would tell the host and the audience that he was actually 24 years old at the time. However, Eminem's white lie would later be revealed as the star wasn't 24 and he was actually 27 years old. Now, fans are still not sure why the Detroit rapper chose to lie about his age, and there's always been many speculations over the years as to why he may have done it. Many have speculated that Eminem simply chose to lie because he wanted to draw in a younger fan base by appearing younger. However, his lie never seemed to damage his career, and the rapper has gone on to release several hit albums since the 1999 interview. Being now 50 years old, Eminem has proved that he isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and every time he decides to grace us with a song, it always seems to soar to the top of the charts, proving that he will always be a rap god and no one will ever replace him anytime soon.